We're live.
We are?
Yes.
You can't even see us.
Oh, there it goes.
Well, hello.
Yeah.
Hello, world.
Hello, world.
It still says on here we're about to go live.
Well,
but there's a slight delay.
Yeah, there's a delay for television. We don't want any wardrobe mishaps.
No, we don't. No nip slips.
I
I can't even see.
Today we are in
New Orleans,
New
friends.
Orleans.
New Orleans, the city of easy, the big easy. We've got our beads. We've got our seersucker. Kyle's got his fun tie of flamingos.
Mm-hmm.
And for the very first time ever, believe it or not, during the time of COVID, 6 feet apart, we have a studio audience.
We have a live studio audience.
They are also 6 feet apart, and I just want you to know, Bob the suit of armor is right between them to keep their distance so that they do not get closer than 6 feet, because we are all abiding by strict rules these days. But Andy and Kurt, welcome to the show.
Welcome
Hooray.
to the show.
And welcome everyone watching. Who do we have?
We already have people. We have Laura from New Orleans, also
Yes.
Curtis from New Orleans. So we have some New Orleanians here.
He's checking to make sure we keep it authentic.
Yeah. I'll probably mispronounce something, so he'll probably...
Well, he'll probably try to say it like a French person, because as you might know, he lived in France.
I lived in France?
I heard.
Okay.
From a mouse or a bird.
We also have the return of the handheld sign later today.
Oh,
Very
just
important.
wait. Just wait for a French word.
Laura asks if there are flamingos in New Orleans. Honey, there's everything in New Orleans.
I should have called them pelicans, I guess. Nobody would have known. They can't really see.
I think these
better.
are actually parrots, darling.
Oh, well, I just like birds. I don't know what they are. It's okay.
Okay, shall I get started?
Yes, I'll look at comments.
You moderate comments. We're going to start with the hurricane, because what else is there? Really?
Linda Maloney says hello to you boys.
Yes,
hello, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Yes, what else is there? It's New Orleans, it's the hurricane.
What else is there? And in honor of New Orleans excess, we brought out Big Bertha tonight.
Big Bertha.
The cocktail shaker that can.
Yeah.
Look I could almost fit my head in.
It's a cocktail shaker to end all cocktail shakers. It's so that, because, you you can't join the studio audience and not get a cocktail. So we got to up the game so we have enough. Yeah.
They have to deal with us for 20 minutes.
You know what I didn't do?
What?
I didn't put ice in your cocktail shaker.
Okay.
You start talking, I'll go get you ice.
Well, you better hurry up with that. Okay, the hurricane is... Kurt, can you give us the history of the hurricane?
I cannot.
You cannot. What place is it? Well, there's a famous place on Bourbon Street.
Pat O'Brien's. Pat O'Brien's.
Pat O'Brien's. Here we go. Where they have dueling pianos. This is what happens when you go to New Orleans. New Orleans is a fabulous place, but you don't remember half of it, which sometimes is a good thing.
I remember. It's Pat O'Brien's.
Anyway,
it's on a nice little side street. They have dueling pianos, and the hurricane originated there.
That's correct. Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to make 4 of these, which is why we brought out Big Bertha. So hang in there. We're going to have 2 ounces of light rum to start. We're going to do that times 4, so 8.
Like every good cocktail, this starts with a base of 2 kinds of rum. The same as a Mai Tai, a drink I guess we'll have to get to at some point, but it's fantastic. Your mom says it's not as big as Tony O's. I think she means the shaker. I don't know.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope. Let's hope, Karen.
This is
I don't
family.
know. Here we go.
This isn't a
Live television. Who knows what I'll say?
Yep. Hopefully we have enough here, but we'll see.
Yes. Fabulous, fabulous. Someone wrote in French. Oh, Becky wrote in French. I have to give it to distract you a moment.
Laissez les bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll.
Woohoo! Love Pat O'Brien, says Linda Maloney. The place also has great food. Yes, so does the whole city of New Orleans, which is the most fabulous thing about that city, other than the booze.
Oops.
Whoops.
Got rid of that one.
Whoopsie woo. Thank God we had just enough.
Okay, next we have a couple types of juice. So we're going to start with some orange juice. Again, we like to use these little single serves because...
Just cuz.
They keep a little longer.
Keeps it from spoiling.
So 1.5 ounces times 4, 6.
Wow.
That's Quick
See, this
math.
is why we don't start drinking before the show. Although, true confession, because I don't want you to think that I'm a liar, we never drink before the show. But because we had a studio audience tonight, we did have a few appetizers and a little wine before the show started. We're not drunk. It's fine. Orange juice, 6 ounces.
6 ounces
which is
of orange
1.5
juice.
times 4.
Next, 6 ounces of passion fruit juice.
Woohoo!
To TBH, I couldn't find pure passion fruit juice today. Oftentimes you can find it in like a Latin food store, but we didn't happen upon any today. So this is passion guava juice from Hawaii.
Hey.
Hashtag Hawaii,
Aloha.
hashtag aloha to Michelle Sakini, who just celebrated her birthday. Hope you're watching.
And
And
Tim
what?
Sigler's watching.
Oh,
Yeah.
my brother-in-law.
Family, you know. Welcome, Tim.
Okay.
Welcome
6
the heck
ounces
from
of that.
Ohio.
Now we're doing pineapple juice, 1 ounce times 4 is 4.
Doo-doo-doo. Kyle says I do that too much during the show, and there I did. I just did it. I said I wasn't going to do it tonight, and there it was.
Now we have lime juice. So just a half an ounce of this times 4 is 2. Also, just so everyone's aware, if you're wearing a helmet at home tonight, you can take it off. There's no champagne in this episode.
Thank God. We promised the studio audience there would be no champagne. They value their eyesight too much. I was going to hand out protective wear, goggles and helmets and things if there was, but it's not.
Did I get sugar cubes or no?
You don't need them for this, though.
No.
We're going to cut the simple syrup. It calls for a little bit of simple syrup, but you know us well enough at this point to know we don't like our drinks sweet. So we're going to ditch the simple syrup. And
Next up is Grenadine. So this is the same maker as the sweetened lime juice roses. Grenadine is just a red syrup. 4 tablespoons. I'm going to eyeball this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That sounds good
Perfect.
enough to me.
give it that nice red hurricane-y flavor.
Yep. Okay.
All right, now we shake.
That's
shake,
it.
Shake, shake the Bertha.
Big Bertha's only 2/3 full. We could have made more.
Well, we can have a bigger audience. As soon as it's allowed. We're following rules, of course.
Okay, where am I? There they
They're
are.
right there. All right, we've preloaded the glasses with ice because even when you shake a hurricane on ice, it's hot in New Orleans. Serve it over ice too. So here we go. You can never go wrong with more simple syrup, says Tim. If you like your drink sweet, that's true, but you know, we're gonna go heavy on the tart and low on the sweet. These glasses might be kind of big, so yeah, who knows? We decided pint glasses because why not? You know, it's, as you all know, we try to make the first drink last. I end up drinking the second and third drink most of the time after the show. Kyle has to tolerate my drunk self afterwards, so look at this. Tonight we're just going to make the first drink last.
Woo!
Lord. That's a gorgeous color, too. Look at this. You guys
Studio
get
audience.
it. Everybody gets it. You get a drink. You get a drink. You get it. Everybody gets a drink. There we go.
Now,
garnishing.
Don't worry, we did bolt them down to the stools earlier. I'm just going to float a little bit of this on there. How's
I think
that
that'd be
sound?
pretty. I'm adding the orange
I can't
wheels.
see when you put
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Hey, everyone. Good luck, studio audience from Will, from DC. Will, they don't need luck. You're not here, darling. All right.
Now, I want to talk to you about this very important implement very quickly. We may have talked about this before. This is an olive spoon, so I'm not using it for olives, obviously.
Yes, they make a spoon just for olives.
Yeah, crateandbarrel.com. Just search for olive spoon. It's a spoon with a hole in the bottom of it, which
Yes.
I mean, it's basically a slotted spoon, but it's really nice for,
Better than a bucket with a hole in the bottom of it.
well, that's true.
Yeah.
Just getting a little
Got a little
maraschino
cherry
cherry.
There we
Just gonna
go.
plop 'em
There
in
we
there
go.
tonight.
Will wishes you luck. Yes, we said hello, everyone. Caleb, glad you're here.
There we go.
All right,
All right.
drinks abound. The hurricane. Look at that. That's really good work.
We'll see how I
I'm
do.
gonna hand to our studio audience from a distance. The audience looks blue and green.
Cheers to you. Cheers to the
Cheers.
audience.
Cheers.
Cheers to the
Just gonna
virtual
drop mine in
audience.
there. Woohoo! Yes, cheers to all of you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh gosh, tastes
Yep.
just like you're down in New Orleans.
Yes.
That's how you do it.
Yep, that's yummy.
New Orleans is hands down one of our favorite cities.
I mean,
No, it's an amazing
Amazing.
city. The food is incredible. The drinks
Amazing.
are incredible. Actually, normally we go there on Memorial Day weekend. We'd be heading there next week if it weren't for
That's right.
go there.
Cage, Kristen, as she's mostly normally known by, reminded us of the 25-cent martinis
Yeah.
at Commander's
Commander's
Palace.
Palace. 25-cent martinis, friends, and they're full size.
Yeah.
They don't. It's not a joke. It's
They're
not
not.
like that tiny little Frosty at Wendy's that they say is a small. It's not. All right,
Yeah.
I'm handing you the.
Lunch. So make a
Communique.
reservation when you go.
All
All right. Mackenzie is saying hi.
Woo!
Hey, Mackenzie.
Next drink, the Sazerac. We're getting serious now. The Hurricane's a sweet, nice, wonderful drink for walking down Bourbon Street. The Sazerac's kind of like a sitting around in a bar, wearing your seersucker, being a gentleman kind of drink.
Which only happens once most trips, but
Yeah, we don't do it all the time. So, the Sazerac
yes.
was invented in 1850 in New Orleans. There is a bar now called the Sazerac, but that is not where the Sazerac began because the bar didn't exist back then. Most interestingly, though, you make a Sazerac with cognac, though I put on the recipe you can use rye because there was a plague in France in the early 1900s, and you could no longer import wine or cognac during the plague. And so they started making Sazeracs with rye. But we're going to make ours the traditional way with cognac. The last bit of history for you is not those, these. Peychaud's Bitters. Peychaud owned a elixir shop. What do you call those back in the day?
An apothecary?
An apothecary down the street from the bar where the Sazerac was first created. And so the maker of the Sazerac started adding Peychaud's bitters to the drink, and now they exist as a alcohol, whatever you want to call it, company.
The more you know.
Yes, but the more you drink. This is what's really important. So here we go.
So this is the problem. You're talking
Yeah, the
about the
Sazerac.
history.
2 ounces of cognac. This is where we're beginning.
Because I'm always the one accused of that.
But we're gonna make 2 drinks tonight and split it 3 ways. So I'm gonna add 4 ounces of cognac.
Rolf from DC is watching. Hello, Rolf.
Woohoo! All right, now.
D says, Anne had a baby boy today.
What?
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Anne. Oh my
Yes.
That's the best
We'll
news
send
ever.
we'll send you
I love it.
some beads.
All right. So you see, I put in the cognac. We need sugar cubes. We've forgotten the sugar cubes.
I'll be right back.
I'm going to prepare the glasses because there's a little bit of preparation you have to do for the glass for a Sazerac, which is to add your bitters. About 5 dashes in there. And then we're going to add our sugar cubes. 1 sugar cube per glass. And we're going to smash the sugar cube with our muddler. So there you go. You get a nice little, whatever you want to call it down there, a little crumble. A crumble of sugar and...
Emulsion.
Yes, there you go. So that gets you your nice little... That's going to give our drink the color down there. Look at that. It's very pretty.
Hello,
So,
Chase. Welcome.
hello, hello. Now, absinthe, the secret ingredient. Absinthe is rather potent, so you get it in little tiny bottles like this. We're going to add 1/2 ounce to each glass, which is just half of this topper. Absinthe is a pretty green color if you don't know. It's a little herbal, but extremely potent liquor.
Yummy.
There we go. We
Hello,
added our
Chris.
absinthe. We are now going to shake up our cognac. Da-da-da!
See, you did it again.
Damn it, that's twice this week. Last week I did it 3 times, and I thought I could better my record this time. So if I don't do it again, I guess I will have bettered my record. All right, I'm going to add crushed ice to this while you talk to our audience.
Okay, goodness gracious, you've ignored so many people. Hello, Joan
Sorry.
from Iowa, heck from Ohio. The Schwarzenbergs are joining us. So the Schwarzenbergs are part of Corey's family, and they are Louisiana. So I'm glad that they're joining us.
Louisianans? What do you call those people?
Louisianans?
Louisianans?
Louisiana, yeah.
They-
Louisianans.
They are Louisiana.
Louisiana.
All right, so you'll see I've added crushed ice,
Aaron
and we
and
have our little
Chris.
pinkness in the bottom and our ice on the top. We're now going to pour our cognac over it. Well, I guess I'll do it like this. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, dang it. Drat. I can't help myself, as you can see.
Ashley from Maryland, James from right here in the district. Welcome.
Just pouring our cognac over this beautiful crushed ice. You see the nice color we're getting from the cognac resting on top of the bitters and the absinthe. Now,
My mom said she used blended fresh mango and substituted it for the passion fruit. Tell us how it turned out. Hello,
Very
Neil
nice.
from Iowa.
we're now going to add a lemon twist. Take the peeler, get a nice little bit of lemon there, squeeze it for a mist. Beautiful. Got to do this 3 times because there's a studio audience tonight. Kyle and I always share these other drinks, but we don't want to ask the studio audience to share because COVID. All right, here we go.
Because of
Woo!
pandemics, communicable diseases.
Look at that. Come on. That's really, really, really pretty. Thank you, guys. It's so encouraging to have you here. Here you go. You know what? We'll pay you in more drinks. Clap some more. Cheers.
I've never had a Sazerac like this. This looks lovely.
Who, you?
Not one that looks like this.
Oh, well, never had a pretty Sazerac before. So there you go. A Sazerac. It's pretty good.
Oh my god.
The
Oh, that's
absinthe
yummy.
really comes through nicely. I
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, when I've had a Sazerac before, it's basically just,
It's some people make them and it's just like cognac floating on ice.
yeah, it's just rye on ice.
Yeah, no, that's not us.
No, this
We're
has
classier
flavor.
than that. We make nice, pretty
nice.
drinks, people. All right, now, the final drink. You got your sign ready? Here it is.
Yes.
Final drink of the night.
Okay, I'm gonna let Kurt say the name of this one.
Yeah, in French or in New Orleans?
In New Orleans parlance.
Vieux Carré.
The Vieux Carré.
The Vieux Carré.
So in French, if you were to go to France and speak the name of this thing, you would say Vieux Carré, which means old quarter or old square. So this is the French Quarter, basically. It's a drink named after the French Quarter, and it's
So there
Vieux
you go.
Carré.
So we're starting once again. 3/4 of an ounce of cognac. Can you scare me up a little whiskey? I forgot to put whiskey. I forgot a lot of things tonight. It was crazy. I don't know what happened. I wasn't paying attention. All right. So I've added 3. Oh, I'm making enough for the studio audience too. Hold on. I'm adding 2 3/4 ounces, which is 1.5. I can still do math. There we are. Now I'm adding the same amount of sweet vermouth. This drink is equal parts of things. So 3/4 of an ounce twice.
Makes it easy to make after
Sweet
you've had a couple.
vermouth. These are my favorite drinks. That's why I like all the 1 in 1 in 1 drinks. Easy
Hola to
measure.
Carla is watching us.
Now we got a little rye right here. Fancy decanter.
It's bourbon, but it'll do.
You didn't have to tell them.
Oops. They know it's bourbon. They've been watching.
We might have 2 of these decanters. Anyway, it's bourbon. Turns out it's bourbon. All right, I've added those things. Now, we need 2 tablespoons of absinthe for each drink, so we need 4. Don't hallucinate later tonight. Perfect, love it. We need some dashes of Angostura bitters. 4 for each, so I'm going to add 8. Whew. Love it. And give it a stir. You want to prep me some lemon?
What do you need?
Some little lemon, fresh little lemon.
Where'd the lemon
zest.
go?
Oh. What'd that seem like? The cork coming at you? No. Nope. It was
Did you
just
see
the
how I
lemon.
didn't even flinch this time?
Please, people. Good Lord. All right. We need
See
our
how
little-
easy that was? Get one of these. Well, you have to get like 3 of them if you are now, but get them.
Forgot this too, but got it now.
Goodness gracious.
I know. Just so forgetful tonight. So here we go. The Vieux Carré.
Is this just served up? Can I
Yes.
just put that in there?
You
or
may.
you want
You
me
may.
to
Just
wait?
put it in there. Go ahead. That'd be gorgeous. I love it.
I did that.
All right. We're splitting it 3 ways, so it's not going to fill the glass all the way. But, you know, we don't need to get our studio audience totally intoxicated.
Too late. It's kind of like a Manhattan.
You know, it is kind of like a Manhattan. Good observation. What it's actually like is it is almost identical to an old-fashioned. There are only very few subtle differences.
True. Okay. Well, this one has...
You may try. God, you guys, I love it. We don't pay you enough. We really don't. And they have to get up for their own drinks. You know, I served them the first one, now this one. How is it?
Ooh, that's yummy.
Yeah?
Oh, sorry.
Am I going to get a little? What?
There we go.
Yeah. You know what? I know how to make a cocktail, it turns out.
My dear Auntie Ollie from my childhood says hello to the studio audience.
Let me tell you something. If you like black licorice,
Exactly.
this is the drink for you, right?
But it's not overwhelming with the black licorice flavor. It just has
not.
a tinge.
But there are people out there in the world who love black licorice.
Which
and
I
this
do.
This is a drink for
Yeah,
them.
this is amazing.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, Maheka asks if we are going to introduce our guests. Apparently someone was late to the party.
Late to the party. This is Andy, and this is Kurt. The
Andy
very
and
first
Kurt.
studio audience of DC Wine and Dine.
Andy from Alabama and Kurt from New Orleans. They're from the South. So we are happy to have them with us tonight on this Southern-themed
We're
dinner.
happy they've come from the south where it's warm to the north where it's cold.
It is cold.
A little bit of the bird cage, if anybody
It
watches.
was a chilly 68 degrees today.
It was.
Hello, Nick. We are just finishing up, unfortunately.
But you can always watch it on replay on our Facebook page or on so many other places. We will be back next week. As I always say, send in your suggestions, because tonight was a suggestion from Laura in New Orleans, who watches the show, and she suggested a New Orleans night. And
She also sent us a New Orleans care package. So,
well, I mean, if you want to bribe us to do what you want, that's totally perfect too. We'll absolutely do it then. But anyway, yeah. So if you have suggestions, send them to us. Wear your spring fashions. Post the pictures of the drinks you make in the comments, because we love it. And
I mean, pretty soon we're going to be wearing our summer fashions, and we're going to have to.
well, pretty soon you might
switch.
get to see us in Speedos. Who knows? We've been working out, so we'll see.
try.
Oh, God! These guys are amazing! Good Lord, please don't. Please don't. They saw my abs earlier.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Also, if you want to PayPal me, because we have to pay them a lot to do that. No,
No, seriously, though.
JK.
Thank you all. It's been a lovely evening. Enjoy New Orleans. Make your
Yep.
cocktails. They're really refreshing.
Yeah.
Save them for a warm day. Oh, wait. We didn't do our lineup.
Oh,
Quick.
oh.
Give me the
Here's
vote.
our lineup. If you have any questions about New Orleans that you want us to, if you think you want to go there, then tell yourself yes, and then
Because you
ask
always
us,
want to go there.
because we have recommendations.
Or post in the comments, and somebody who's really from New Orleans will respond, and they'll give you better advice than we probably will. We'll just say drunken things.
Love you, friends.
Love you, long time.
Bye.